Hello and welcome back to episode 4 on my tutorial series. In this episode, I'll be talking about crafting, smelting, all the tool blocks that you use for creating items or smelting ores. Now, let's get started. So the first block that you need to know about is the crafting table. The crafting table can be crafted by either going into a crafting table and placing 4 planks like so. This can be any plank. I'm using oak, but it can be any other plank into the grids like so, and it will pop out like so, and I can just grab it from here. Alternatively, in survival, if you don't have a crafting table with you, you can grab your oak planks from your inventory and place them in this little crafting grid up here, and that will create a crafting table like so. Next up is the furnace. The furnace, its use is smelting items. When you use a furnace, you right-click on it and it opens up this menu here. This slot down here is your fuel slot. This one is whatever one you're smelting, and this is your output slot. So coal or any wood type or leaves or anything like that gets put into here, and that will be your fuel source. Now let's say you want to smelt some iron. You place the iron up into here, and then this little bar slowly ticks across, and when it hits the end of the arrow, it creates an item. When your items have smelted, you can take them out of the furnace and place them into your inventory. You can either place them here or into your hotbar right here, and it will also, as you heard, give you some experience. How you craft a furnace is with 8 cobblestone blocks in a circle like so in your crafting grid, and that will output a furnace. Next up on our list is the smithing table. The smithing table is only used for upgrading gear or adding smithing templates. I will explain this more in depth in the combat video, because that will explain armor and tools and all these types of things. Its crafting recipe is the same as a crafting table, except with 2 iron ingots on top, and that will give you a smithing table. You may have noticed that there's some boxes around here, and that I was opening them to show you, well, crafting table, furnace, smithing table, and those recipes. Those are barrels and chests. Chests are created with 8 planks in a circle like so. These can be any planks, same as the crafting table, and that will create a chest. For the barrel, you require almost the same recipe as a chest, except instead of having 8 blocks of wood, you have 6 blocks of wood like so, with 2 slabs on the top and bottom. And that will give you a barrel. A barrel only has 27 slots like so, whereas a chest can be stacked together with another chest like here. And when you open it, you have a much larger area of storage. The only downside with chests is they cannot have another block on top of them, whereas barrels can. If a chest had a block on top of it, it would not be able to open, whereas a barrel, you can just open it for yourself like so. You may have noticed all these other blocks around here. These are the stone cutter, a smoker, the blast furnace, cartography table, and the cauldron. How you craft a cauldron is with 7 iron ingots in a kind of U shape, and that will give you a cauldron. The cartography table is the same as a crafting table, except with 2 pieces of paper on top of it. These 2 I will cover more in a later video and go more in depth in what their uses are, but for now, these are the crafting recipes. These 2 are not shown in the area, but this is the loom and this is a grindstone. The loom looks almost the same as a crafting table, except you only have 2 oak planks and 2 string. The grindstone is crafted with 2 oak planks, 2 sticks, and a stone slab. Don't get confused with a smooth stone slab, or else it won't create the grindstone. In this chest here, we have the crafting recipes for the smoker, the stone cutter, and the blast furnace. A smoker, you need any 4 logs surrounding a furnace. This will give you the smoker. A smoker is a block that gives a boost to smelting specific items. So for the smoker, it boosts smelting for food items, whereas for the blast furnace, it gives a boost for ore and ingots. Blast furnace is created with 3 smooth stone and 5 iron ingots, all surrounding a furnace. And finally, the stone cutter is made with 3 stone with an iron ingot in the center. It only works like this, but this can all shift upwards in the crafting grid and shift downwards in the crafting grid. However, it cannot rotate, or else it will not craft the item you want. We also have 2 more items in this barrel. This is the brewing stand and the enchanting table. Both of these will be explained in the progression video, which will showcase how they're used for you to progress through the game. And that's it for the tool blocks. The next helpful thing for crafting or smelting is the recipe book. This little button right here, when you left click on it, will showcase all the recipes that you are able to craft. For me, since I'm in creative and I've collected a lot of blocks, there's a lot of stuff here. But if you're just starting out a world, there might only be 1 or 2 things here that will help you along with creating certain recipes. As you can see, there are 5 tabs right here. This one just showcases all of them. This one only shows the tools. This one only shows the blocks. These ones show certain blocks, certain items, dye, and food items. And this one only shows the mechanical redstone stuff. There's also this one up here, which shows all of the things you could possibly craft. If you click on it again, it shows all the craftable ones. As I have nothing in my inventory here, it shows no things that I can craft. But if I had the right items, let's say I wanted to make a pickaxe. A pickaxe is made like so, but it doesn't show up in here. That's because you need a crafting table. The crafting table shows you more items that you can craft because there's a larger grid for those items to fit in. For the pickaxe, you would left click on this, on the pickaxe you want, it would put it into the crafting grid. Or you can memorize the recipes and just put them in without using the recipe book, and that will give you the same thing. But with the recipe book, you don't need to memorize, and you can just click on each thing, and it will put it into the crafting grid, and then when you grab it from there, it crafts it and puts it into your inventory. Thank you for watching this episode. Hope you enjoyed. If you want to, you can leave a like down below. Maybe leave a comment. And maybe you can subscribe. But you don't have to. Goodbye.